Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lauren Fix. This is the 2024 Honda Prologue. Now, this is a very exciting vehicle because it's Honda's first all-electric SUV. Promises to have fun to drive, handling and dynamics, big technology, as well as tons of interior space because it's an all-electric vehicle. And there's some really creative packages that Honda's put together so that you can have a charging station in your garage or you have some other choices. We're gonna go through all the details of this vehicle, take it for a drive and find out how much fun it is to drive, as well as show you all the technology inside, talk about cargo space and pricing its competitors. And there's quite a few competitors in this category. And then we'll also talk about the charging and all the different packages that you can get if you order a Honda Prologue. Let's get started. Honda has partnered with General Motors to create a brand new platform, but this has the Ultium battery. So that means you're gonna have quicker charger, and that nice flat battery underneath means you're gonna have tons of storage space as well. Now this vehicle is quite unique. It sits just above the CR-V, which is a very popular SUV. There are 7 exterior colors and there are 3 different trim levels, the EX, the Touring, and the Elite. We're gonna test drive each of those, and we're gonna show you some of the details in each vehicle, and we're also gonna show you some upfitting parts that they did with the vehicle here that's going to really impress you and make your Prologue stand out in the crowd. The Prologue's wheelbase is 8 inches longer than a CR-V and 5 inches wider. There's a panoramic sunroof on the higher trim levels and LED lighting all the way around across the different trim levels. The warranty is 3 years, 36,000 miles. The powertrain covers 5 years, 60,000 miles, and the electric components are covered for 8 years or 100,000 miles. Complimentary scheduled maintenance is covered for the first 2 years or 24,000 miles. 19-inch alloy wheels are standard on the Elite trim level. It's 21-inch alloy wheels, and these are all-season tires, but on the Elite, you're getting a self-sealing tire, so if you get a flat tire, it'll seal up automatically. That technology's been around for a long time and it's really been perfected. The charge port is on the driver's side, and it also has the fast charging. When it comes to charging, that 85 kilowatt-hour battery pack has 65 miles of charge in 10 minutes on a fast charger. The front-wheel drive version of the EX and the Touring trim levels both earn 107 mpge in the city. A DC fast charger at its maximum rate of 155 kilowatts will get this Honda back on the road quickly. There are 3 different options that come for charging. You can get a home charger plus a $599 installation credit and $100 of credit at public charging. That's option 1. Option 2 is a level 1 portable charger or an ability to charge into your local outlet. Plus it gives you $250 of installation credit and $300 of public charging. Or if you already have a home charger, you can get $750 of home charging credit. That's a lot, and that might be the best choice, especially if you have more than one electric vehicle. Public charging can be charged at a Tesla station, an EVGo, or Electrify America. Coming around to the back of this EV is a really nice, modern and stylish exterior. Wiper blade is here. I kind of wish it was tucked up underneath. That's my personal thing. Of course, you get your third brake light here as well. The Honda logo, which is an updated logo, which is probably designed for the new electric vehicles that they have coming out. The Prologue Elite listed here, the E being it's electric and all-wheel drive. Really nice and clean. I do like the silver trim that covers up the towing package, but there's a lot of other exterior options that you can put on. I gotta show you this, it's pretty cool. There are a lot of Honda factory accessories, including this black grille. Yeah, you can put this black grille on your Prologue, and that includes some additional features that you might not realize. These can be installed on the vehicle before you take delivery, and it can be put in as part of your lease or part of your purchase. And that includes these very, very cool 19-inch black wheels, very rustic looking. Of course, you get the black detail around the wheel arches. And then you can also get these bumper guards if you're gonna do some off-roading. Those are pretty cool, as well as the silver door sill detail. Roof rack as well for bikes. This is some of the accessories. It's pretty well loaded, but you can also get some additional accessories that'll be listed on the Honda website. I do like the fact that this vehicle is blacked out. It is very cool. And lots of details all the way around this vehicle, including lots of blacked out logos. Looks pretty good. Very different than what you would think on the Elite. This is a different Elite. This is all blacked out details. Your choice, make the vehicle what you want. As far as technology, this upright iPad sort of style screen is 11.3-inch screen, has large dial button, which is nice. People do appreciate the volume button, and everything's easy to use. It is the same thing that's in the Chevy Blazer, which means it is Android based, but this one has Apple CarPlay and the Blazer does not. So this is running on an Apple phone right now, so you're seeing Apple CarPlay with my co-driver Al Vasquez. Make sure to follow him at Al Vasquez TV. There'll be a link for that down in the description. You can have all your information here, same as usual, really easy to use. And the in-dash navigation is Google-based, so wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is standard. In front of you is an 11-inch digital gauge cluster. This is standard across the lineup. And on the Touring and Elite models, you get the 12-speaker Bose audio. Head-up display is available. It's only on the top Elite trim. Wireless smart charging and accessories are also available. Standard is the key card. You can use this instead of a key fob. Just carry this with you, and you don't have to put it in anything at the dash. Just use it to unlock the door. You got about 2 minutes to start the car. Pretty easy to use. People are getting pretty comfortable with these. USB-C charging as well as a regular charge outlet. And then, of course, you get your controls for your climate control. And just like the Civic, that vertical style ventilation, soft touch materials, really nice. Two-tone colors. I like this color combination, the light and dark gray. We've also driven in the one with the orange interior. Really nice. Memory seats available on the Elite. Everything's pretty normal. If you're used to a Honda or a General Motors product, you'll see that this looks very similar to what's on the GM. So no flat bottom steering wheel, but the Honda logo's here. All the technology is Honda other than that. Storage area here, 2 cup holders and a wireless charger. Large center console. More storage. There's the key fob. Overall, everything is really easy to use and a very large glass roof. Pretty clean, pretty simple, and very modern. Pull the hood latch twice and you can open the hood. And underneath, whether you have a single motor or dual motor, you'll be able to see some of the components. The single motor powertrain is standard and makes 212 horsepower and 236 pound-feet of torque. But the dual motor all-wheel drive setup is optional, has 2 motors, 288 horsepower, 333 pound-feet of torque. Now the front-wheel drive models are rated as high as 296 miles of range, and the all-wheel drive drops that number just a bit to 273 miles. Honda claims 300 miles of range is possible. That 85 kilowatt-hour battery pack has 65 miles of charge in just 10 minutes at a fast charger. Front-wheel drive versions of the EX and Touring both earn up to 107 mpge. There is a drive mode of Sport available on the Elite trim level. Well, driving the Prologue reminds me very much of the Chevy Blazer because it essentially is on the undercarriage. The car's got good confidence, good control, and we're on curvy roads. Is that necessary? No, because you're just going to drive it every day. So I'm not going to drive this aggressively like a race car. I'm going to drive this like you would drive it if you bought one. And the one thing about this vehicle is it gives you a lot of confidence. You get, like I said, good visibility, nice brakes, well balanced, super easy to drive like any other vehicle. You put it in drive and you drive. But as far as the vehicle itself, this has got the fast charging. I will tell you, we're here in Harold, California. There are 4 charging stations. Only one of them is working, which is the problem with the infrastructure, not the cars, which is what I keep saying. If you want an electric car, that's great. Probably having a home charger is the way to go. And like I stated earlier, in the walk around, there are 3 options. You pick the one that works for you, the public charging or your home charger. At least it gives you some options, which is nice. Again, other brands are not offering that, and Honda's trying to be as open and available to consumers, and that's good, especially because this is their first real effort into the EV marketplace. Having those changes and options available to you are good. As far as the vehicle itself, visibility is really good, easy to see. It's good size view mirrors. The rear view mirrors, as expected, there is no rear camera. Of course, there is a backup camera, which has really nice visibility. Standard safety, full list of that. All Prologue models will come with a suite of driver assistance features called Honda Sensing, and that includes basic systems such as automatic emergency braking and lane departure warning. Advanced technology such as lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, and traffic sign recognition will be standard. Standard automatic emergency braking for pedestrian detection, and standard lane departure warning with lane keeping assist. Standard adaptive cruise control, which is really great in that stop and go traffic, and that rear cross traffic alert, which I'm a big fan of because when you're backing out of a parking spot, there's always someone not paying attention. All of that is standard on all Prologues. But as far as the vehicle itself, it really is easy to drive. I will tell you one thing that's interesting. My co-driver here, Al Vasquez, told me that they were showing there was some traffic, and he said it's based off of Google, which uses Android phones. So when you drive slow, it knows the speed of your phone and other Android phones, and it uses that for their Google Maps. Very interesting. Most people don't know about that. I didn't even know about it. Apple does not share the speed of your phone, and I am an Apple user. Kind of new technology, using all that integration, that vehicle-to-vehicle information or vehicle-to-grid information, so that you can find out what's going on in your area, whether it's a school bus or construction or whatever. Good way to keep things up to date. But overall, I'm thinking they're going to sell a heck of a lot of these. They are a little pricey, but you know what? I think that with the $7,500 tax credit, which this vehicle will have, because it's going to be built in the U.S., and General Motors and the Ultium battery is in Michigan. They're going to open a plant in Ohio. This vehicle is built in the U.S. You'll get that $7,500 tax credit, but keep in mind, if you live in California, Illinois, New Jersey, and a couple other states, they are out of the state money. So make sure you do your homework beforehand. Check with an accountant or check with your state. Usually they'll say if they've got funds available, but at least that $7,500 tax credit, that is not a check, that is not off the bottom line, means if you owe that much in taxes, you get the tax credit. Just good to know. I mean, some states might offer the money in advance, but those are the ones that are running out of cash. So just want to let you know what the scoop is on that. I will tell you, when I was in the passenger seat, you lose a sense on these super curvy roads we're on, which is Highway 175 in California through the mountains. It is a very weird sense. There's something missing. It's the sound. And they don't pipe in sound of an exhaust system. They do have it nice and quiet and insulated in this car. But that sense that's missing if you're in the passenger seat, and I never get car sick, was making me a little bit not feeling great. So just keep that in mind if that's something that you're going to be driving. You don't drive this aggressively anyhow, and my co-driver Al Vasquez was not driving aggressively. So something that you should experience before you make a decision on any electric vehicle. That has nothing to do with this car specifically, that has to do with electric vehicles in general, missing that sense of sound that I'm used to. Not all of you will be. But overall, it's a fun car, easy to drive, all the technologies here, plenty of storage, and like any Honda, they've really thought about who's using it and filling that space. And I think they're going to have 3 more vehicles coming out, as well as the Motocompacto, which we've reviewed. You can check that out. That is this cool little ride-on scooter that I think might interest you. And for the price of just shy of $1,000, you can order it and take it, put it in the back of your Prologue. And I think that's pretty cool. Certainly something to think about if you're trying to make yourself all electric. You can do that. When it comes to cargo space, with the second row up, you're at 25.2 cubic feet of storage, and Honda claims that you can put up to 3 golf bags. Now, if you fold down that second row seats, you're at 57.7 cubic feet of storage. And the Prologue has a hidden space underneath the cargo floor, revealing an extra 0.5 cubic feet of storage. The 2024 Honda Prologue starts at $47,400. That's for the EX trim. You add the Touring, you're at $51,790. The Elite all-wheel drive is $57,900. If you want to add all-wheel drive to the other trim levels, it's $3,000. Now, there are a lot of competitors in this class, and it's really important that you test drive everything and check with your insurance agent before you make a final decision. Here's the long list of competitors in this category: the Hyundai Ioniq 5, the Kia EV6, the Ford Mach-E, the Volkswagen ID4, Chevrolet Blazer EV, which is the same underpinnings as this car, so you're going to have very similar performance characteristics, the Volvo EX30, the Nissan Ariya, the Tesla Model Y, the Toyota BZ4X, and the Subaru Solterra. Lots of vehicles in this category. This is Honda's first venture into an all-electric vehicle. They're going to be built in Ohio, so they're going to be US-based, so they will be eligible for that $7,500 tax credit. Honda's really taken their time to bring out a vehicle rather than rushing to market like many of the other brands. So I believe that Honda has produced a polished, sporty, finished vehicle with high technology, as well as great cargo space and lots of flexibility to make this good for the average person. The one thing that's important is the charging and having those choices of charging, and I think that's a massive plus. Now, I'm sure you have additional questions when it comes to the 2024 Honda Prologue. Put them down in the comments below. Let's start that conversation. If you bought something else or you're thinking about this vehicle, let's start those questions going before you make your final decision. If you got value from this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to support our channel, you can buy me a cup of coffee. The link for that is in the description, as well as for the website, the podcast, the book, and all my social media. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.